Hey guys, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk to you about my top 5 concealers. There are so many on the market. It was really hard to narrow it down to 5, but I did it. Some of them are high-end. There's a couple that are drugstore that are really good quality, and so I will talk about the ones that are my favorites and why. Let me just quickly tell you about this look I'm wearing. Quick little story. I recently did my nails. I don't know if you can see this, and I was getting sick of the bright summer colors, and so I did my nails. I found this like dark green, forest green color, and then I found this glittery pink color, and I was like, oh my god, this would look like the best makeup look, this color combination. I've just been kind of doing the same things over and over again because it's summer and that whole bit. So anyway, I was just messing around and came up with this for a night on the town. So if you're curious how I got this look, if you're interested, leave me a comment down below and I will be glad to do the tutorial for you. Okay, so let's get started. The first one I'm going to talk about is this one right here. This is one of the most known. It is an oldie, but it is a goodie. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. And the color that I wear is NW20 if you guys are interested. You know, but obviously it's different for everybody. But the reason this is so good is because according to MAC, the technology in this concealer says that it does not crease. And I would say 95% of the time, depending on what eye cream you have under or how you apply it, it will not crease. It also has an extremely long staying power. So if you need like waterproof or a concealer that is literally going to last all day long and is full coverage, this is the one for you. Next up is Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer. So this is on the newer side, and recently I've been obsessed with concealers and I've been testing out so many. Obviously I have a lot of old ones I like, but I've been testing out a bunch of new ones as well. And this one is, I would say it is medium to more of, I would say this is more of a medium to full coverage, more on the full coverage side, but it is such a thin consistency and it gives such nice coverage. And again, another concealer that does not crease. For me, that is one of the biggest things that I personally look for, because if you find a concealer that may not necessarily be full coverage, but you love it because it doesn't crease, you can build it up. So if you're building up the concealer and you're not caking it on, then that's okay. But if you find a concealer that's full coverage, or you know the color that you want or whatever, and it creases, then to me it kind of defeats the purpose, because you're trying to conceal and you're not trying to accentuate anything that's crepey under the eyes or any fine lines or anything like that. So another wonderful concealer. And what I also will say about this is they have different shades. They also have the same consistency as the concealers, and they have them as color correctors. So if you wanted to get a color corrector, if you have really dark circles or other issues, you can use a color corrector underneath, such a thin consistency, and then you would place this over to highlight and brighten. Very good. Another really great concealer is this NYX HD Photogenic Concealer. Obviously affordable, it's NYX, and NYX makes wonderful products overall for the price especially. And this is another really good concealer that does not crease. That's going to be the main point of all of them for me. So I've tried this out. I mean, this has been out for a while. I've tried this out for, you know, for a long time, and I always get really good coverage with this one. It is a little bit more on the thicker side when you apply it. It's almost like a, see if I can kind of swatch that for you. Swatch it right there. I don't know if you can see that very well, but if you can see, it's got more of a like kind of a moussey, best way I can describe it is like a moussey texture, but it blends very nicely. And again, if you set it, if you don't apply too much of it, it's not going to crease. And this was a hard one to pick between two, but I wanted to limit it to 5, and I wanted to have at least a couple that were drugstore. So I know a lot of you are going to be surprised that the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer is not on this list, but it's a really, really good concealer. For me, it has creased numerous times. It's not my favorite. And so I decided to pick the Fit Me, Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Really another super good product. I've had this one for a while. I think, oh no, it's right here. It's just really light, where it says Maybelline. This is another wonderful product that is another really good thin consistency, and swatch it for you here. So if you can see that, it's nice and thin. It is very comparable to the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and that's how it blends out there. And it's a great, great concealer, super affordable. So if you're on a budget and you can't afford the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, or if you just don't like that one, or whatever the reason, this one is for you. They've got a lot of different shades, and it is a wonderful product, and I highly recommend it. Okay, so now I've saved the best for last. This has become my new Holy Grail concealer, and it's very new, and you can only find it at Ulta and obviously on the Tarte website. I have not seen it at Sephora yet. I have no idea when they're going to launch it, but it is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This stuff is amazing. I'm wearing it today under my eyes and you know, typical highlight places. This is amazing. Like, I don't even really know how to describe it. Let me show you the consistency. Okay, look at that. Seriously? It blends like a dream. It is so amazing. So let me show you. And the color, this is the color Light, so it is super light, but I did get this when I was a little bit more fair. And it is between a thin and thick. I don't really know how to describe it even, to be honest with you, but it's more of a in between a thin and a thick consistency. A very little bit goes a long way. But if you use a beauty blender, damp beauty blender, actually with any of these, even if you are heavy-handed with any of these concealers, this is going to pick up the excess for you. So don't worry about that part. But I found that this has increased once for me. It is so beautiful on the skin. The coverage is amazing with such little product. I don't even really know what else to say. Like, I've been reaching for this every single day, and sometimes I'm like, let me branch out, because that's what we makeup addicts do. We just want to keep trying new things. But right now, I love this, and if you can get your hands on this, do it. Thank me later. And the other thing is, not that this really matters, but it smells really good, which is so weird. Most concealers smell like some sort of a chemical, you know, or nothing really, but it just smells like this clean scent. It just smells clean. It's the best way I can describe it. So Anyway, those are my top 5 concealers at the moment, and I would love to hear what yours are. So if you have any that are not on my list that you think I should try out, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear about it. Right now this is my obsession and I'm just trying them all out. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be doing a series of favorites, and I think you need to subscribe so you don't miss those. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and if you love any of these concealers, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!